Hello viewers, welcome to Civil Learning Online, and today in this video I will be discussing about method of section. This is the method of analyzing the trusses, and previously I have discussed about the method of joint as well as the tension coefficient method, which is also known as the graphical method, and this is a method which is known as the method of section. And we are asked to find the force in the member DG, which is denoted by 1, and the force in the member GF, which is denoted by 2, and the force in the member FH, which is denoted by 3. And guys, we use method of section which some specific members of a truss are asked to find the forces in it. Means when the question is to find the forces in some specific members, not in all the members but some specific member, in that case we use the method of section. And there are some steps which we will be following to calculate the forces in these member DG, GF and FH. And let us, before beginning the video, let us have toward the look to the steps which we will be following in this numerical. So guys, here are the steps which I will be following in this numerical or in this video to calculate the unknown forces which we are asked. And the step 1 is check the stability of the truss. Means in step 1 I will be applying the condition for checking the stability of the given truss, that is n equals to 2j minus r. And step 2 we will need to find out the reaction component by drawing the free body diagram of the truss and by applying the condition of equilibrium. Means I will be drawing the free body diagram of this given truss below this, and then I will find the reaction components. Means I will be calculating the reaction at support A and B in step 2. And in step 3 what we need to do is select a section cutting maximum 3 members in which forces are to be determined. It is saying that we need to split this whole truss into 2 sections, and the line which split this section into 2 portion should cut only maximum of 3 member of the truss. Okay. And step 4 is with reference to the imaginary section. Now there are 2 parts of the truss. Select either of the parts and draw free body diagram of the parts by assuming force in cut member as toward the section. The point is saying that after dividing the truss into 2 sections, we need to select either of the imaginary part, because the section is now because the truss is now divided into 2 parts, so we can use any of those 2 sections, and using that section we will be finding the unknown forces. So guys, without any further delay, let's move toward the step 1. So guys, here is step 1, and in step 1 we will be checking the stability of the truss. And for checking the stability of the truss, we need to calculate the number of joints, number of reaction, as well as the number of members in this truss. So let us calculate the number of joints, and the number of joints are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have denoted the number of joints equals to j, and j is equals to 8. Now guys, now we need to know the number of reactions, and the number of reactions is suppose the reaction here the support A is our hinge support, and the number of reaction will be here horizontal, and vertical reaction moment is released here. So let us denote the reaction by R, and here the number of reaction is 2 due to the hinge support, and due to the roller support here we will have only 1 reaction because the moment and the horizontal reaction is released, or horizontal force is released. Here it will be carrying only vertical force, so number of reaction will be equals to 3. And let us note the number of member will be equals to n, and let us calculate the number of member of this truss, and there the member are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So n will be equals to 13. Now we have a condition, that is n equals to 2j time minus r, and if we will have if we put the value of J, which is equals to 8 minus reaction equals to 3, then we will have 16 minus 3 equals to 13, and which is equals to N. So the truss is perfect. So guys, we have calculated that n minus 2j is equal to 13, which is equal to our number of member. In such, if this condition satisfies, it means our truss is a stable truss or perfect truss. Now the second step is to here we have second step to find out the reaction component by drawing the free body diagram of the truss and by applying the condition of equilibrium. So in second step I will be calculating the reactions, and before calculating the reaction there are some things, some unknowns which we need to calculate first, and then I will be using the step 2. So let us find out the unknowns first, and the unknowns are theta. We need to calculate the value of theta here, and we will be needing the value of this span GF. We have the value of span CH equals to 4.5, and we don't know the value of span GF because it will be helpful while calculating the moment related to different points while calculating the final forces. So let us find those unknown first. So guys, here is step 2 in which we will be calculating the reaction component, and before that let us find the unknowns, that is span of GF and CH. And guys, first let us find the unknowns, that is span of CH. Let us draw a triangle AFG and this big triangle AHC. Now guys, AFG, and we have the span up to from A to F equals to 4 meter, so this is 4 meter, and span of AH is 2 plus 2 plus 2 means 6 meter, and we are calculating the value of FG, means this is unknown, and we know the value of CH which is equals to 4.5 meter. Now guys, by using the condition of similar triangle which we have already studied in class 9, 10. So if we apply the condition of static equilibrium, and let us denote this by X, the condition of similar triangle, sorry, I have mistakenly said static equilibrium. This is condition of similar triangle. It says that the adjacent side of the similar triangles are proportional. Means if I take X, Y, and the corresponding side of this triangle side FG is proportional to CH, so X upon 4.5 will be equals to 4 by 6. What I did here, I have just applied the condition of similar triangle which says that the sides of similar triangle are proportional, means X will be proportional to 4.5, I have written here, and 4 will be proportional to 6. Now from here we can calculate the value of X will be equals to 4 times 4.5 divided by 6. I have nothing done here, just as cross multiplication, and from here on solving this we will get the value of X equals to 3 meter. Now we have got the value of this is 4.5 meter CH and this is 3 meter. Now time to calculate the value of theta. Now guys, how we can calculate theta? If I consider triangle AFG, then what we can write in triangle AFG, and if I take tan theta, then what we will have? Tan theta equals to P by B, which will be equals to GF by AF. From here we have the value of GF equals to 3 by AF equals to 4. So theta will be equals to tan inverse 3 by 4. From here we will get the value of theta equals to 36.87 degree. Now let us draw the free body diagram of this diagram, And while drawing the free body diagram, what we need to do is we simply represent this hinge support as well as this roller support as the simply supported beam. Means we will redraw this truss as a simply supported beam to calculate the reactions at support A and B. So let us draw that. So guys, here I have drawn the free body diagram. Here I have mistakenly written this load as 200 kilonewton. This is actually 200 Newton. Force is actually 200 Newton. Sorry for this. And now let us calculate the reaction at A and B. So let the reaction at A be RA and reaction at B be RB, and taking moment about A. If I take moment about A, then we will have RB times 8 meter, means this is anti-clockwise. It will be equals to clockwise moment, means 2000 Newton times 2. So from here on calculating this, we will have RB equals to 500 Newton. Now guys, after calculating the reaction at B, we can also calculate the reaction at A, but that is going to be of no use, because if I take a section here, if I divide the section along this portion, and if I am taking the means it is dividing all our unknowns, 3 unknowns, means listen one thing, whenever we are dividing the truss with into two sections, then it should our section lines should pass in such a way that it crosses all the unknowns. And if I draw a section line from here, then it is crossing all the unknowns, that is DF and FG and FH. So and I have already known, means I will just cover this portion of this truss and I will use this portion to find the unknowns. So there is no need to calculate the reaction at A, that will be just be time consuming. Now let us move toward the step 3. So guys, here is step 3, and in step 3 what I have done here, I have recopied that free body diagram of the previous truss, and then I have drawn a section which has split this DG which was carrying force 1, and GF which was carrying force 2, and this FH which was carrying step 3 into 2 portions. And I am just considering this right hand portion for finding the unknown forces. And one thing more, what we need to do is we have to draw the forces away from the joints. Means this is our force 1 which is moving away from the joint G, and this is force 2 which is moving away from the joint G, and similarly all the forces are moving away from the joints. So now after doing this, what we need to do is we have in method of section, what we simply need to do is we just apply the moment taking different points, and we need to select such a point select a point in such a way that the moment about which we are the point about which we are calculating the moment, the 2 unknown forces must be 0 at that point, and so that we will have only one unknown, and we can easily calculate that unknown using the equation. Let me do that step, and it will be more clear if I will solve this in here. I will make you clear through this solution. Now see here guys, it will be more clear from this step. Suppose I am taking moment about G, then we have 3 unknowns, that is force 1, force 2, force 3, and if I am taking moment about G, then what is happening here, force 1 and force 2 both are intersected at this point, so these 2 forces will be 0, and this force 3 is away from this point, because this force will never intersect at point G. So we can take the point G, because the 2 forces are 0, and here we have only one unknown, and from the moment of equation we will have only one equation, so we can easily calculate the force 3. So let us write it down here. Taking moment about G. So guys, if I take moment about G, then what we will have here, our force reaction B is taking anti-clockwise direction, so it will be RB, and the distance of force B, that is reaction B, from this point G will be 4 meter. Force times perpendicular distance will be equals to 4 meter, which will be equals to, and this our force F3, here it is our force 3, so force 3 is taking clockwise direction about point G, so F3 times, and the span of this force times perpendicular distance, this is about point G, this is force, and the perpendicular distance is Fg, which is equals to 3. So from here, if I put the value of Rb, which is equals to 500 times 4 divided by 3 equals to F3, we have got the value of force 3, which is equals to 666.67 Newton. I hope you understood this step. Now let us move toward the finding of another unknown, which is our F1. So guys, for finding F1, let us take moment about point F. So guys, if I am taking moment about point F, then what is happening here, F3 and this F2 will intersect at point F, means these two forces will be 0 while taking the moment about F. So from here, what we can easily find now F1, because these two unknowns are 0 equals to 0 while taking moment about F, and from here we can easily find the F1 because we will have one equation and one unknown. So taking moment about F, what we will have here, while taking moment about F, what we need to do is we have to take force times perpendicular distance, and this is perpendicular distance, and the force is acting at some angle theta, and we have already calculated the value of theta. So on resolving this along this parallel to this line, parallel to this base, so that this span will be perpendicular to this force, what we will have here, F1 times cos theta, and we have the value of theta equals to 36.87 degree, and this force is now multiplied by this span 3 meter, and plus and this is taking our clockwise direction, sorry, anti-clockwise direction, and 500 is also taking anti-clockwise direction, so it will be equals to 500 times 4 which will be equals to 0, and from here we will get the value of F1 equals to minus 833.33 Newton. So guys, now we have calculated the value of F3 and F1. Now time to calculate the value of F2. And while calculating the value of F2, if I take moment about B, about this support B, then what we'll have here, taking moment about B. If I am taking moment about B, then our F3 will intersect at B, so F3 will be 0, means we can use the value of F2 and F1 because F1 is not intersecting at any place at B. So what we will have here, F2 is unknown, and F2 force times perpendicular distance, which will be equals to, see guys, this F2 is moving anti-clockwise, and this F3 will also be moving anti-clockwise, so sum of these two forces will be equals to 0. So I can write here F2 times 4, which will be equals to minus FCD times cos 36.87 degree. I have taken this resolved force because it is acting at some angle. I need to take parallel to this base, So FCD cos 36.87 times span. This force is acting at 3 meter, because force times perpendicular distance is 3 meters, so multiply this by 3 meter. From here we will get the value of F2 equals to 500 Newton. Now guys, we have calculated that value F1 equals to 833.33 Newton, which is compressive. Similarly, F2 is equals to 500 Newton. It is also compressive. And F3 equals to 666.67 Newton. This is our tensile force. And only this much for today in this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For more videos related to civil engineering, to subscribe this channel, and I will be adding some more examples related to this method of section, because the method of section is very important from the exam point of view. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself. Do like and subscribe this channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.